considerable elevation. We're in Power Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. Here's Smith on the return. Escapes a defender. He's going well so far. Takes away from one. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield. Well, here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does. The quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, just not many that have ever done.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with the sack.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running right is Pacheco. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They've got first down from the 31. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again, and he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3, 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, Well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
QB sneak coming, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is 2nd and long. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Has it at the 7. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll run, Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They go to him again, and he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the 2nd. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
The lack of points, the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. On third down, here's Nix. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos with some work to do, trailing in this game. New set of downs for him from the 46. Nix with it on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So second down coming up.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Second down. Here's Nix again. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He finds Ingram working downfield here. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Every tight end worth their salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end is.
Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's second down coming up. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Once more, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Nix to throw again. And he'll score! Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos earn the chance to tie before halftime. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. When it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They bring the tight end in motion. To the air, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Chiefs.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First and 10 now from the 30. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Broncos. First down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First down from the 31. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's Mahomes now. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Mahomes finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be third and short at the 35.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
A gain on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
You run that play all week in practice. You rep the wide receiver screen, and the ball is out so quick, Kate, you're not even thinking a sack ever. At that time, he's left hold of the ball. The next thing he knows, he's on the ground.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's worthy, running the slant. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They motion the tight end over. Back to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field, and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Has it down close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes the Bronco offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos don't want to see this one go to overtime. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Throwing now. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Tight end motioning right. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Kansas City.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
1st down, Kansas City.
This game now resting on the attempt from Harrison Butker. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. From 37 yards in the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.